Our coal industry is sunsetting in northwest Colorado. When the coal plants and mines began announcing their closures in 2020, it felt like the ground itself was changing. Not all at once, but quietly, in conversations at the grocery store, in boardrooms, in classrooms, in the pause before someone answered the question, what comes next? For generations, coal paid the bills, powered the lights, anchored families, and gave people pride in work that mattered. Many in our communities felt forced to change, not only jobs, but identities. When you grow up here, you don't talk about energy transition. You talk about boom and bust. You talk about layoffs. You talk about neighbors moving away. You talk about staying. I didn't plan to help lead this economic change. I joined the effort because this place shaped me. I had to do something positive to remain hopeful in the face of economic Armageddon. I had spent my career inside institutions, doing the work from within, and suddenly I found myself stepping outside of that structure, becoming something new, a bridge, a listener. Not because I had all the answers, but because I knew how to ask questions, how to find joy, and how to stay. I was awarded an Economic Recovery Corps fellowship. The program invited me to walk through the region with fresh eyes, not as an expert parachuting in, but as a wise guide walking alongside my neighbors. So I stayed, and I stepped into a broader role. Because communities everywhere are facing this moment, and how we transition matters. The fellowship didn't come with a single solution. It came with time, with space to listen deeply, with extra hands to keep the plates spinning. And Northwest Colorado showed up. People who had already been doing the work long before a fellowship ever arrived. In the trenches, side by side, together. We aren't replacing coal with a silver bullet. A rural innovation center took shape, a shared commitment. A regional business retention effort began. A microloan fund was designed to increase access to capital. Workforce pathways were built with real employers and real people in mind. We tested ideas. We learned, sometimes the hard way, what doesn't work, and used those lessons to create something that does. And my transformation, it mirrors the region's. Letting go of certainty, trading control for collaboration, understanding that resilience isn't about bouncing back, it's about becoming something new, creating opportunities to stay together. None of this belongs to one person. It belongs to an entire region. We understand what transition means and the grit it requires. Northwest Colorado isn't finished. Neither am I. I intend for my path to take me to other places where the lessons I've learned will have meaning, will take root, and will thrive. What I know now, what this place, this moment has taught me, is that just transition isn't about what replaces coal. It's about what we refuse to lose. Our dignity, our relationships, and our belief that rural places are worth investing in because they matter. I'm Sasha Nelson, an Economic Recovery Corps Fellow. I'm deeply grateful to the International Economic Development Council for the opportunity to serve my home communities during a time of unprecedented change. Through a $30 million investment from the U.S. Economic Development Administration in 2024, IEDC launched the first ever Economic Recovery Corps, accelerating pandemic recovery in distressed communities by pairing local organizations with dedicated talent to advance resilience and transformative economic development over 30 months of service and learning. A program of this scale represents far more than a fellowship. It is a work of national partners, consultant mentors, hosts, including my own, the Routt County Economic Development Partnership, and countless community stakeholders, many of whom are named in the credits that follow. In Northwest Colorado, where mass layoffs began during the 25-26 holidays, it is too soon to fully measure the impact of the interventions underway. We know this. Colorado Mesa University economist Dr. Nathan Perry is no longer forecasting economic Armageddon, and the Economic Recovery Corps ensured our region had the capacity to respond with intention, coordination, and hope, rather than reaction and loss. And in a time of transition, capacity has meant the difference between decline and possibility. Thank you.